Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. All right, well, welcome everybody. I thought I could get it completely secured before we started the show. Couldn't. Welcome everybody to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. Dr. Cush. This right here, of course, is the allspice dram we made on Saturday. This is what we are waiting on. Just gave it a big smell. Smells delicious. Give it a little shake. I keep it on the bar so that every time I walk past the bar, give it a little shake, a little spill, and we're good to go. Put this off to the side for now. Please, somebody remind me to put it back on the bar. Otherwise, I'm going to forget all about it. Put this here. There we go. Just moving stuff around. We're here. We are ready to go. We are in the fizz. We're in the fizzle out of the fizz category. We are almost done with fizzes. This is one I've been saving for a little bit. It's called the Chee Hoo Fizz. Chee Hoo! Created by a guy named Randy Wong. And we've made another Randy Wong cocktail. We've made another Randy Wong cocktail in the past. The Helen, the Pacific. A really nice cocktail if you've ever tried it. If you haven't tried it, you can pop on over to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks on YouTube and watch it. So that's what we're up to tonight, guys. We're going to be making a fizz. It has a lot to do. It seems like it's very similar to like a tiki-fied or a tropical style or a faux Polynesian version of the Ramos Gin Fizz. So get ready for that. Pretty excited about it. I've never had it before in my life. We're going to try it tonight. I have had to substitute a couple ingredients. Like instead of heavy cream, we're using half and half. And instead of using real egg whites, we are going to be using cage-free 100% liquid egg whites. See how that works out. Let me say hello to the people. Speaking of working out, let me say hello to our good friend Moose, talking about the Triple C Clan, the Christmas Cocktail Clan. Good to see you, buddy. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Here is our good friend Roger G. Good to see you, Roger. Roger is a commenting on videos champion. It seems to be that when Roger G comments on a video, it does better. You can all take a page out of Roger G's book. Remember to like and subscribe and comment. I know you guys are showing up here in the chat. That's great. Just like a thumbs up. I don't know. Doesn't hurt anybody. Let me say hello to our good friend, Shawnee Bannerbaker. Sorry, let me say a good evening to our good friend, Shawnee Bannerbaker. He is here. Kyle wants the tiki music, and I am not one to disoblige him, so let me just knock out some tiki music. You're welcome. DC Debbie Clark, winner of the 2023 Cush Derby, is here, ready to go. Hopefully she is ready for some shaking, because we are doing some shaking tonight. Let's see who else we got. Tiki Tom Hubbard with a woohoo. I think we're looking for Chee Hoo tonight. Chee Hoo is what we're looking for tonight, but woohoo also works. So we will accept your woohoos, your Chee-hoos, your Yahoos, Yahoo Seriouses, any Yahoo you got. Amy Beer is here. Hello. Will everybody please say hello to Amy Beer, because she has said hello to all of you. Shawnee Panabagger just made some coquito. That's delicious. If you want, I think there's a chance that it might show up in the Dr. Cush's Exotic After Hours on Facebook. That is our Facebook page, Dr. Cush's Exotic After Hours. Find us over there. All you got to do for the password is know who my assistant is. So figure that out. Let me say hello to Bootopia. Good evening to you as well. I speak Bootopian. That means good evening all. Cocktail Lulu, good to see you. Aloha. Bourbon Nog over here. That's pretty good. Bourbon Nog. Wow. Davey Big Time is here. Good to see you, Davey Big Time. Long time. I mean, we saw him recently, but, you know, Big Time. Been a long time since he's been a big time shower-upper. Do I need all the words? I know I'd have to know everything I'm about to say before I say it. Let me say hello to Stephanie Husband and Michael Husband, winners of the 2024 for Kush Derby. Still absolutely doing it. Paul Bell Amaro is here. Is this cocktail series about to fizz out? It is about to fizz out. We are just about done with fizzes. That does not mean we will never do another fizz on the show, but we completed an entire fall of fizzes. I think we're good. I think we've done the fizzes. As soon as I figure out what I'm talking about at Arizona Tiki Oasis, we will change what we're doing. Davey Virtue, 2,000 subscriber. He is. We are now at 2,200 exactly. We were at 2,202, but I must have said something horrible because 2 people just left. They're just gone. Davey Virtue wants a Chee Hoo. I can give it to you. Chee Hoo, big old Chee Hoo. Where does one get Cush Tender merch shirt? This one, unfortunately, is a 2 of a kind. My dad has the other one. He really wanted one, and my dad only wears Hawaiian shirts. Not because he's like tropical or anything. He's he's a man of a certain age, and that's what you wear at some point. So you cannot get one of these unless you go onto like Etsy and just order one yourself, and then more power to you. Do I have matching boxers? I turns out don't wear any boxers, so we're good. Exactly, Boo. Doctor was supposed to add this awesome shirt to the store. I don't know how to do that. We'll figure out how to do it. That shirt made the whole bar look like a jungle tonight. Yes, thank you. With my face just poking out every once in a while. That's me. That's me. That's the bottom of me. There's another bottom of me right there. I got one over here. All over the place. Amy Beer would buy that shirt. Oh gosh, all right. Well, suddenly we're becoming a shirt factory. Aloha, nice shirt, says Street PI. I celebrated my 50th yesterday. Street PI. My goodness, Street PI. What a very happy. Well, we will all sing happy birthday to Street PI at the end of this. So everybody stick around for the singing of 50 years of birthday song. It's the same birthday song. But we will mention that it is Street PI. Bon Bon is here. Driving but listening. It counts. As long as you're not driving and drinking, you are good to go. Had to park when I heard that you don't wear boxers. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Well, it's not true. I was just saying something to be silly. We are going to be making a cocktail tonight that is a modern classic, I would say. It's by a guy named Randy Wong. Randy Wong. He is a bartender, obviously. He is also in a band called the Waikiki 7. I don't know anything about it. What I can assume, and I can only assume this, they play like exotica music. That I can only assume that a band called the Waikiki 7, there's a couple things I know about them. Probably some tropical music, and there's between 5 and 7 of them. I don't know who's like left the band recently, and I doubt they're going to hire an 8th guy. So that's what I know about it. Anyway, I think that's in the series that we have been doing, these few series that we've been doing, we have found that cocktails are not just created out of nowhere. It's just not out of whole cloth. You don't just reach into somewhere and say, I've created a whole new, brand new, something different. You've never heard of anything like it, and you can't even memorize it because the recipe is so crazy. Wouldn't even make sense to you. That's not really how cocktails are created. Somebody wanted to create a cocktail that was like the Ramos Gin Fizz. It's a great cocktail. It's a really fun cocktail as long as you're not in a slammed bar. The moment your bar has more than if your bar has more than double the people in front of the bar as there are behind the bar, then we don't want to make anything like that. But if I got my own client, I got my one bar patron in front of me, and that's it, I don't have to worry about anything else, I'm happy to make one. This is a tropical version of that. Kind of a fun story I read on the Cocktail Virgin/Slut site. About Randy Wong making this cocktail. Somebody read about this cocktail on that particular blog and then went in not knowing who Randy Wong was, having not ever, oh, sorry, that's not how it worked. A bartender read on the Cocktail Virgin/Slut site, learned the Chee Hoo Fizz, and then when somebody came in, they said, can I have a tropical drink? He said, I got one for you. And it turns out that person, Randy Wong. Is that a true story? I don't know. It was on the internet. And we know that the internet is incapable of lying. Everything we know about the internet is that it is incapable of lying. Chee Hoo for the Chee Hoo Fizz. Chee Hoo is something that Hawaiian children yell, kind of like yippee. Yippee! They say, Chee Hoo! Is that true? I don't know that either. You know who would know that? Let me just see if they're still in here. Yes, they are. Cocktail Lulu might know that, even though it looks like it's Bonbon. Cocktail Lulu might know that. Cocktail Lulu knows an awful lot about Hawaiian culture. Let's get into this cocktail. We're going to be starting off with cheapest ingredients first. And what's cheaper than homemade? Almost nothing. So we're going to start over here with our... this is not store-bought Velvet Falernum. I do not believe that this counts as a label, but I kept forgetting what it was. And then I had to write Velvet Falernum, and this is a style. If ever they need a handwriting sample from me, they will know that it's me when they see that absolutely I run out of space at the end. Okay, Chee Hoo, let me say Alpo. Chee Hoo is the Hawaiian woohee. And now we have Doug and Lulu both saying not Hawaiian. I'm just going to go to the internet that never lies. Chee Hoo, according to John Gertson, trying to explain that is what kids in the streets would yell out in Hawaii for something that was amazing and out of this world. Now, I don't know this John Gertson, but it's the only information that I know. And let me say, Alpo does agree with me. So, cheers, Alpo. Apologies, more Pigeon Hawaiian. Listen. We, as with everything in this class, take it as an absolute grain of salt. Until we've made the cocktail, we don't even know if they're any good. That's why we make them. Otherwise, we could just sit and talk about cocktails. Boo. So some people think it's Tahitian. Some people think it's Hawaiian. John Gertson thinks Hawaiian. Doug and Lulu both think Tahitian. We don't know. We're going to start over here with our homemade Velvet Falernum. It has been... fat washed, it has been milk washed, and it is ready to go. But we're going to go ahead and put in ½ ounce of some Velvet Falernum. I see we have a little controversy going because now Cocktail Lulu is calling me a liar or somebody a liar. And then Espen thinks I thought they learned it from Maui. So now we're, we're right from that movie. Chee Hoo! I don't know. Isn't The Rock Hawaiian? And then he yelled Chee Hoo? The plot thickens. Really, the plot is getting too thick almost. It's getting thick like pre-fat washed Velvet Falernum. Next thing we're going to be putting in here is going to be some homemade orgeat. You can tell again that this is not store-bought. This is homemade because it's in this tiny little bottle. And look how much space there is here versus how much space there is here. You can tell that I definitely wrote this one after that one because now I'm too afraid of running out of space. I think everything that I brought home to my mom when I was in like first until like 13th grade, all of it, my little, the handwriting got to the very end. The Rock grew up in Toledo, so that's tough. That's tough. Cocktail Lulu is calling it Polynesian to be inclusive. Are we calling Toledo Polynesian to be inclusive? Never been to Ohio. Let's go ahead and put in ½ ounce, please. ½ ounce of some orgeat. Cheers, everyone. Awesome shirts, Dr. Cush. Boy, I'm going to wear this more often. You guys are really making me blush. This is, I'm heading out tonight to go to my favorite holiday tradition of the year, which is the Tuesday before everybody, like a lot of people that I know like leave town for Christmas because of course I live in a transplant city called Los Angeles. The Tuesday before everybody leaves, all those people leave, we like to go to Islands and have the best margarita in Los Angeles. I will not fight about where Chee Hoo comes from, but I am not taking any answer other than Islands frozen blended margarita as the best margarita in Los Angeles. Fight you on it. This is lime juice. You can tell because it's got an eye on it, but it's technically pseudo lime juice. I just saw that Kevin Coase has a brand new way to make lime juice, and now I got to watch a whole new video. We might have to change our whole thing. I was really happy with pseudo juice. Kevin Coase says something. I got to listen. The kid knows what he's talking about. You know, is it sometimes hard to understand with that accent? No. It's a fine accent. He sounds great. ½ ounce of lime juice. Kid knows what he's talking. I mean, honestly, I don't know how he has time and money on a YouTube channel to be just wasting ingredients like he must in order to get this stuff done. The rock grew up a few years in my hometown. I talked to him about him playing Little League next to my grammar school in Connecticut. Are we starting to see a little pattern here? Maybe the rock isn't real, and maybe all of our parents said that the rock grew up near us. I'm pretty sure that Rock went to Paradise Valley High School in Phoenix, Arizona. Pretty sure. That's what I heard. I didn't hear anything like that. This right here is our good friend Half and Half. Would, let me ask you a question, and answer me seriously. Would heavy cream have worked better? Yeah, absolutely. Would have worked better. Do we carry heavy cream in this bar all the time? No, because we use it probably twice a year. And then sometimes we forget all about it. We're going to go ahead and put in an ounce of some Half and Half, or, and if you're doing this better, a little bit of heavy cream, like a full ounce of heavy cream. Plus just a touch more. There we go. Put that off to the side. And we need egg whites. What's the expiry date on the Half and Half? December 18th. I got a whole day. The expiration dates are such garbage anyway. Don't listen to those. Don't pay attention to what I just said. Listen to them. Okay, right here. Kevin called out Barfly for busting on his super juice. Good for Kevin. I like Kevin very much. Kevin seems to be on the right path. That dude's really out there doing something. This right here is our good friend cage-free 100% liquid egg whites. Are they as good as normal egg whites? They're not. Half an ounce. Or, you know, whatever the equivalent of one egg white is. What does it say? Let's just see. 3 tablespoons. Dang. 3 tablespoons is 1. So I guess we got to put a little more in there. 3 tablespoons, of course, 1.5 ounces. So it seems insane. We're gonna like go to 1 ounce of liquid cage-free 100% liquid egg whites. That's what we got. Looking real good. I wouldn't recommend drinking this though. Let's bring in wouldn't recommend drinking this, Cam. Oh, that's just me. That's just a photo of me. Let's just change that real quick because I think you guys are gonna want to see some of this. 1 second. I think you guys can still hear me. Where do I go for this? I got to go to GoPro properties, and then we can come back here, and then I just have to take it off of here, and then we have to change it to this. It's a whole situation, guys. We're gonna figure this out eventually. Okay, I wouldn't recommend drinking this even a little bit. First of all, there's nothing to kill all the bacterium that live in there. Also, you know, who needs that much juice? A lot of juice and sugar in this guy. So we are going to be reaching for cognac. Not cognac, it's brandy. Cognac is a type of brandy. If you want a very stable flavor of a brandy, cognac is good. They have a lot of standards out in Cognac, France for how their brandy's supposed to taste. This stuff is E&J. And we won't talk about them. We don't want to have a Kevin Coast barfly situation where suddenly I've now made fun of E&J and now I'm in trouble. I don't want to be reported on for that stuff. I will absolutely fight the roses, people, until the last day. But they're the only ones I want to fight. And maybe the whole vodka industry. 1.5 ounces of some cognac, please. And if you ain't got cognac, oh, find something else. Brandy. Brandy. You're a fine girl, what a good wife you would be. But my life, my love, my lady is the sea. Okay, shake with whatever you got, but if you have an agitator cube, that's what we call these when we are putting them in to shake a beverage. Sometimes they're called big clear cubes. Sometimes they're called agitator cubes. Only agitator cubes when you put them into your drink. And we're going to be putting them into, be shaking this drink. So they are agitator cubes today. Things change. Not every word means exactly what you think it means. We're going to drop this in. I'm singing as your backup here. Thank you. I have almost the whole Looking Glass hanging out with me. That is on my list of songs to possibly sing for karaoke. And I don't know if it's working out good. Kirkland has a good cognac. Kirkland has a good everything. ENJ was my first brandy. It still holds a special spot for me. Me too. I like, this is the VSOP. So, not exactly XO. You know what I'm saying? Still pretty good. All right, we got to shake this one big time. This is a Ramos Gin Fizz look-alike. This is a Ramos Gin Fizz play. It's a play on Ramos Gin Fizz. So we are going to shake this one hard. We want all of those bubbles to get in there. We want all of this foam. Another big issue that we have in here is lime and milk. So we got to get all that stuff back together. Let's see if this is working yet. No! It's not. 1 second. Close out of this. No, we don't want to send a report. The big ice cube is doing a couple things in here I think we all know about. The ice cube obviously is making this colder, but because it is a larger clump and not melting as fast as smaller pieces, we are not adding as much water. We want this thing to be a thick boy, like a milkshake. I'm having a huge hamburger tonight. Huge. I'm having the Big Kahuna burger and 2 margaritas. I haven't eaten all day, but I'm trying to get all this energy out before I go through and eat. I think it's about 2,020 calories of hamburger and margarita. Very excited about it, if you can't tell. My favorite night of the year. I'm going out with my friend Emmy will be there. My friend Rachel will be there. I have lots of friends that'll be there tonight. Very exciting. Put this in a big tall glass, please. Big old tall glass. And we're going to pour this one out. Don't pour it from great heights. You want this thing to start to settle. So we're going to pour it from right here. We're going to get this in. Now, unfortunately, for drinks like this, we are definitely going to want to take a minute to let it separate. Everybody out. There we go. Now, Randy, in his infinite wisdom, gives us a little tip on how this whole thing should work. We're going to open up our bottle of Topo Chico. It means top boy. Kyle, I'm gonna need something to wipe up this water that's going everywhere, if you don't mind. Not exactly sure how that happened, but it did, and here we are. Kyle, if you get a second, I'm just gonna put all this water right there to the middle, and oh, I hear him. He's thundering in here like a buffalo, like a bison. I don't think buffalo are real anymore. Horrible. Horrible throw. We're going to wipe this up. All right. Whilst that is going, obviously, we are starting to see a little bit of separation here. This is what I like to do at this point. We're going to throw a little bit of Peychaud's bitters in here, right there on top. So we get a nice, it's not supposed to look bloody like that, but, you know, so that the Peychaud's is in there. Then we're going to take our Topo Chico, and we're going to pour some right back into that same shaker thing that we were working with a minute ago. That way we get all of that goodness right there. Waiting for some separation. We're starting to see some separation. See the separation? See how it's way white up here, but it's less white up there? We're going to take this. We're going to pour this directly in. Oh, you know what we should do? Let's pour it down the side of the thing. We're going to take our spoon here, put it right down here. And we're going to pour this on the side. So hopefully we can start to get some soda water going there on the bottom. But not just soda water, my friends. Not just soda water at all. We want also to have some of that goodness from the drink. Pour a little bit more in here. I'll be very honest with you. This glass is probably a little big for what we're doing, so it might come out a little weak, the bubbles. But I'm starting to see some separation. There we go. Let's go up and over the top. Not the greatest Ramos Gin Fizz head we've ever seen, but there's certainly a little bit going on. We have this beautiful, like, running theme going on. At this point, I don't even think that we're going to need a garnish. You know why? Because we're not putting one in there. And thus, it probably means we don't need one. How do you tell if your Ramos is a good Ramos? This is not a Ramos, it's called the Chee Hoo Fizz, but how do you tell if it's a good one? Put a straw in there, and if it stands right up, let's get it from both sides. It's a little harder to see from this side. Trust me, it's standing up. It did not fall to the side. It's like good clam chowder. Didn't fall to the side. It is in good spirits. Let's just turn this one. Just plug this in. Give it a quick twist so everybody can see that it is for real standing up. Let's adjust it a touch. There we go. And as it spins, we can see that at no point is it falling over. You can't tell from that camera angle. That's a bunk camera angle. This is it, guys. Very excited. Very, very excited about the Chee Hoo Fizzy, or the Chee Hoo Fizz, by a guy named Randy Wong. Really was looking forward. I've been looking forward to this cocktail for quite some time to make on the fizzes. Once I, what the heck happened here? Oh, there we go. Once I started this this whole fizz thing, I remembered a Chee Hoo Fizz, and I got very excited about making the Chee Hoo Fizz. Let's see what's. Real quick, I just want to see if anybody is even there. Nobody's ever on Instagram. I don't know why I go live on Instagram. 0 people. We have a full 0 people in there. That's all right. You know, it's not for everybody. Thank you, Alpo, for the ta-da. This is certainly a, oh, dang. This is certainly a ta-da. Still spinning, still going. All that red floating through. We're in a good spot. Feeling good about this. Let's take a sip, and then we will talk about what the rest of the week looks like. And then I have to go eat 2,000 calories of burger and margaritas. Wow. I put a lot of soda water into this. You guys watched me, right? This does not taste watered down at all. This doesn't taste even a little bit like a Ramos Gin Fizz. Sometimes people will say it tastes like a really like watery creamsicle. I'm not getting this that flavor at all here. This is big tropical flavor. The brandy, I was wondering why there would be no rum in here. I think the rum might be too much. I think the brandy does supremely well in this cocktail. I think that the homemade orgeat and the homemade version of the Velvet Falernum are really kind of the stars of this little show. I don't think you need to use heavy cream if you just want to use half and half. I don't think you'll get as much like lift as you want, but you know, the Ramos lift is a little overrated, I think. I mean, I've never tasted a Ramos and been like, it tastes really nice, but you know, it was only like half an inch over the top of the thing, so gross, send it back. I will drink it, but what does that say? It says more about me than I think anybody else. So Gosh, that's good. Great. So thank you, Paul. To quote the great Borat, great success. This is a great success. And my friends, I wasn't going to write it down or anything, but I do believe that this ends. Oh, sorry. Somehow I posted that message. I believe this ends our Fall of Fizz series, because next week we are going to be getting down and dirty with our allspice liqueur that we made on Saturday. We're going to do a little, probably a allspice liqueur dram battle box to see which one we got. I got to go see if I can find some Hamilton allspice. Otherwise, it's going to be a two-thing battle box. We're going to make the rest of this. And then on Saturday, guys, this is a big one. It is the State of the Bar address. This is the time at the end of the year when I will come to you, let you know how we did over the year, what we plan to do for the next year. I will be absolutely taking suggestions. It is a very audience participation type of show. I will be dressed up in my suit. Obviously, you can't give a State of the Bar address without wearing a suit. And we will be talking about where the bar is going. So I will tell you how many times I almost quit doing this thing. I think that's always fun. We have a little counter, a little tally over here. The times I've said, you know what, I just don't think I'm gonna do it anymore. We've made it all the way through the year, and maybe we'll go through some of our favorite cocktails through the year. Low Carb Cocktail Guy is gonna try my recipe. Love it. And it's not my recipe. It is Bonbon's recipe. So I appreciate, yes, please try Bonbon's recipe. This is where we got the recipe for this guy. I've not tried it yet. I don't know. When can we expect the Christmas cocktail party? That will be on Saturday as well. We will be doing a Christmas cocktail while we're going to be doing the best Christmas cocktail, obviously, while we are doing our State of the Bar address. Cocktail is breaking out our formal wear and champagne on Saturday. Love that. Heartbreaking. Never stopped under good. Well, listen, I haven't yet, but we will talk about what needs to happen. You got into cocktail, into AZ? Not yet. I haven't applied yet. I have 13 days. Okay, guys, I got to get out of here. Otherwise, my burger's going to be cold. Thank you so much for showing up. I will see you guys here on Thursday when we finally make this guy, this allspice. Oh, I didn't mean to end it like that. Or we will make the allspice dram, and then we have the State of the Bar address on Saturday, and then we will be done with classes until the beginning of the year. Thank you so much for joining. As always, I am Dr. Cush, and we are here to say, gosh darn it, I really wish this thing would stay up. Nope. I don't want to leave you just without anything. That's no fun. I want to leave you with this one.
It's a floater.
Bye-bye.
Give me your biggest, strongest, cheapest drink. Goodbye. It's a floater. about that drink?
May I please have this drink, please?
I'm gonna drink a lot of beer and stay out all night. What did you do to my drink?